The one thing though, just don't blast it on Facebook.
Oh
It's just
yeah.
yeah,
Oh
it's
my
just like
goodness.
I understand. Like
Yeah.
we're all here.
I've definitely done that in my like teen
It's
years. I'm like, I was just like,
I have. I mean,
yeah.
I'm guilty of vaguely posting song lyrics of some
That's for
random
Tumblr.
shit
Yeah.
of hoping that someone would take the bait. Don't do stuff like that. Just talk
That's
to
for
someone.
Tumblr.
Don't
That's not a Facebook thing. That's
don't fish for it. Like
Yeah.
just come out with it. Just rip it off like a band-aid. But just
Yeah.
keep your drama off Facebook, please.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not a cute look. It's just like, I mean, I think there's a certain amount of that. Like I look at my Facebook memories sometimes from like years ago, and I'm like, oof, these are cringy. Like I definitely I go through it and delete some stuff, and I'm like, yeah, these are not. I remember when like Facebook, I don't know why we were talking in third person, but we would just answer these questions like, what's on your mind? Well, I don't think it was what's on your mind before.
What was it? It was like I am or something.
I am.
I feel.
Dot. Yeah. And it was like, or Lance feels, and it was just like such I was like, this is so.
Yeah.
It's terrible, But it was important for me to look back now and see like that's how I felt in that moment, and this was my outlet to just put it out somewhere, even though I what everybody else did before the internet was like write it down on a piece of paper and throw it away, or in a journal or something and lock it away. It's like now you have this other place where other people can commiserate with you, even all through the feeling of a like, before you even had any other reactions, but you just felt not as alone in what you were going. That's how I felt, like not as alone in what I was going through, even though I was posting some pretty kind of crazy serious things. What
do they call it? They call it like pain porn or something, like, right? Where or like sad porn or sympathy porn.
Oh, totally.
Yeah. I mean, if I saw I wish I had the password to my MySpace still, because like the MySpace bulletins I used to write. Oh, dude, Eric Cyberserd, 18-year-old love life was like. It was.
Cringe. That's so. To your coming to your defense, though, like, I think learning how to use these platforms is a learning curve that everyone has had to go through.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Like, I think that everyone, and I think that leads to kind of circling back to what we were talking about earlier with social media and information.
Yeah.
Like journalists are trying to figure out this new space. And I think right now, like we haven't been doing this, we've had the internet as we know it for maybe like 15 years. And I think it's just turned into people yelling at each other because we don't really know how to use it yet. But I hope, and I don't know if you guys see the same thing, but I do think that we're seeing this shift in consciousness now that we have any and all information. We're a generation that demands transparency, and we're a generation that demands fairness.
I don't know. I think
the generation after us.
It's after us, yeah, probably, because right now I think the internet is an echo chamber.
Because we still grew up without it.
Yeah, it's still
to an extent, But the generation after us, they're able to like, at 2 years old, open an iPad and be able to know that there's different types of Asian people in the world. Unlike how when I grew up, I could swear it was only Chinese people, and then it like growing up in the Bay Area, that clearly I got educated very fast, but it was still that idea of it in media was it,
from all the information we know, I think it's funny still when I tell people that Africa's not a country.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like, because Africa's not a country. It's
totally. It's a
country.
Continent.
Yeah. When people are like, oh, the country Africa. I was like, is it a country though? Like, is it?
Yeah.
But also learning that as we get older, that like almost no Americans have passports, or leave the country in general.
Yeah, they spend their entire lives in maybe their even home state. Yeah.
Yeah, that's mine. I mean, after leaving the country and living abroad for like 9 months to a year, I thoroughly. Like everybody needs to get a passport and leave the country.
Yeah,
to see what real poverty is like, to see what just a whole different culture is like, being able to adapt and be like feel unsafe, or feel safe in a whole foreign land, more safe than you would in your hometown, you
So
know?
Yeah.
so you're saying everybody from North SoCal should go to Tulare.
Hella.
Sure.
That is a dangerous.
They
No,
need to hella go to Tulare.
I mean the south side of Fresno, but that's
Yeah,
that's
I mean,
it-
go to Africa, like even like anywhere on the continent,
Yeah.
you know, and just get like meet people, talk to people. Like it's a vibe, you know.
Yeah.
And even go to Europe. I still need to visit an Asian country, you know.
go to TJ.
Go to
It's-
TJ, go to fucking
TJ,
Mexico, you
it was-
know.
Yeah.
It was a good time.
Maybe don't go to TJ, but
Actually, I don't go to TJ.